What is something you did that increased your quality of life so much that you wished you would have done it much sooner because it changed your life forever?
Always dreamed about writing a novel. At 60, doing it.
Quit a job I absolutely hated. Where I was before. Workplace culture was come in early, work through breaks and lunch, work late. Benefits were met and vacation time was capped at 3 weeks, no pension. Pay was okay though. Now, it's a 7 hours workday, pension, decent benefits, 5 weeks vacation and zero stress job. It's been 10 years, I still don't make as much, but the work-life balance blows that out of the water, not to mention I won't be working until I am 60.
Stopped assuming that people's thoughts about me were at all similar to that extremely critical voice in my head. It's still somewhat of a struggle to stay positive. But, overall, being yourself and staying present when with others really reduces anxiety. Peaceful would be a good word to describe it. Edit, thank you, community. Try it.
Regulating my alcohol intake. Paying attention in general to how my body reacts to what I introduce it to.
Applying for a job I didn't think I was qualified for. It doubled my salary and let me move to a place I'd only ever dreamed of living in.
Doing my research on nutrition and making myself a decent breakfast.
If someone asks me to do something and it will take me 5 minutes or less to do it, I'll do it immediately. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I never realized how much stuff I put off until later and then promptly forgot about. Also, once you've done one 5-minute task, it's easier to just go and do the next. I became much more productive and saved myself a lot of time and effort at the same time.
I gave up on finding a wife, girlfriend and just started doing my own thing, go to eat alone, go on vacation alone, go to the movies alone, and honestly I have never been happier.
Buying all the same socks. No more folding, no more matching, no more looking for missing sock brothers. Just throw them all in a drawer, reach in, grab 2 and get your day started right.
Not being afraid to admit when I'm wrong. For years, I was obsessed with being correct about everything. This semester, one of my professors said that it's okay if we are not experts in the material yet. From then on, I've actually been better at admitting when I do not know an answer or saying the wrong answer in class without cringing, hating myself.
I got a lot of houseplants to put all over my house. Makes my home environment look beautiful and feel homey, fresh, and just all around better. Edit, if you have any pets, make sure to look up what plants are safe for your furry friend before purchasing a plant. Edit 2, thank you so much for my first silver ever.
Getting a job I didn't hate. I'm so much happier now even though I'm making 1/2 as much.
Eating veggies. My mom rarely fed us veggies. And we had constant digestive issues. As soon as I moved out on my own I started eating veggies and have rarely had an upset stomach since. It was literally daily agony eating nothing but meat and carbs.
Admitting that I needed a therapist. As a teenager with strict parents, if I was caught saying anything against them I was automatically grounded, so I couldn't let out my emotions and I felt like a double agent in my own house. With a therapist, I could work through my problems without the risk of being in trouble. Edit, I know it's cliché and annoying but thank you to everyone who upvoted this and the people that gave me a gold and a silver. I wish you all the best in your journeys to good mental health. Learning to always keep my keys in the same place.
I had a decayed wisdom tooth with an exposed nerve, and I lived with it for 10 years, when I didn't have dental or disposable income. My life changed the day I had it pulled. If there's something wrong with your teeth, find a way to get it taken care of. I spent a decade in pain whenever I drank something cold or chewed on the left side of my mouth, and I could have had it corrected much sooner if I'd had my act together. Taking fiber supplements. I now shit like clockwork, twice a day, and even after a night of drinking, I have never had more than a 3 wipe to clean. I'll never go back to not taking them. The quality of my shits has just been absolutely magical. I wish I knew of this sooner. Try it for a month, you'll never want to stop. No more peanut butter in a shag carpet, no more mud streaks, no more wiping yourself raw, it's life-changing. Going to bed early. Rocked my whole world. I learned that I actually am / a morning person, and I am most productive between 10 and 1 p.m.
Get a good cutting kitchen knife. It's amazing.
Damn, everyone here is like, stop doing heroin, alcohol, and I just wanted to say I was really happy with my decision to go for an ultra-wide monitor this time around, greater than less than.
I started drinking at a young age mostly because I was shy and introverted, and it helped me come out of my shell. It was a way to be able to talk to people. It became a crutch. I've had some great times, but since I've stopped drinking at the late age of 64, I'm beginning to feel so much better and wonder how different and more fulfilling my life could have been if I'd just tackled my insecurities when I was younger rather than turning to alcohol. Edit. Oh? Thank you for all your thoughtful and heartfelt responses, and for the gold and platinum and silver. I am humbled.
6 years ago I decided to never be late to anything ever again. My whole life up until that point I was always late to everything, school, birthdays, etc. Anyway, making sure I'm on time saves me a lot of trouble and a lot of stress and anxiety. Also, everyone I know who has noticed it really appreciate it. Being on time for plans shows that you care about people, and that they are important to you. Edit. Thank you for the silver. Never had anyone give me that before.
As a kid I read books all the time. Then I quit for some reason. Got married, had kids, started a business. Never any time for reading. Last year, at 45, I started reading books again. What a fool I was to ever stop.
I don't eat anything after 9 p.m., you won't believe how much it improved my sleep.
I started drinking lots of water, and cutting out sodas and juices. I got myself a wraparound body pillow and holy moly I sleep like an angel. I stopped smoking and I can freaking breathe. Seriously. I only smoked for a year, and after I quit I could breathe and smell things again. Quitting smoking was the best decision I've ever made.
To just chill out? 90% of the time, I mess things up not because they were difficult or impossible, but because of my own anxiety and perfectionism that led to procrastination. Honestly, just chill the F out. You're a small stardust skeleton in a huge universe, stop being dramatic. Edit. The golds and silvers made my day, and it's the first time I've gotten them. Thank you.
Music. I should have started playing music earlier. It made my life so much better and I am so much happier. I started 3 years ago and I know 4 instruments. I'm going to learn 10 by the time I graduate.
Drinking water. Edit. I'd like to thank the dude who gave me my first silver. Stay hydrated, folks. Oh, and gold as well.
LASIK. And #X200B. I used to be so nearsighted that I couldn't see anything more than about 6 inches in front of my face. Great for reading. Terrible for life. And if you lose your glasses, you need your glasses. To find your glasses. And #X200B, then I got LASIK. How has my life changed? LASIK is the best decision I have ever made. And I have kids that I love.
Keeping a guitar pick in my pocket so that I can scratch my testicles in public discreetly.
Working out and eating right.
Embracing my sense of style. I've always loved fashion and spent way too much of my youth dressing trendy. Now I embrace my walking thrift store look, it makes me happy and is oh so comfy.
Moved from a night shift 7 p to 7 a job to a day shift job 7 a to 7 p. Huge difference. I'm not a tired aggravated asshole all the time anymore.
Quit drinking. After 30 years of poisoning myself on the reg, I am finally living instead of just existing. Best thing I have ever done.
Having better money management. Realized nothing I say will be remembered in 2 days. I've always has a problem with paranoia and thinking people are more sensitive than they are. Saved me many hours of sleep and probably a year or 2 of life.
Learning to tell others how I really feel.
I know it sounds so mainstream, but I tried Marie Kondo's organizing and decluttering method, and honestly, it was life-changing. Living in a small space, I always thought that I was running out of space. But when I tried Marie Kondoing my stuff, I was astounded to find out how much I owned. When I cleared out my clothes, I had 5 trash bags full of them. Just clothes alone. After I tidied up my stuff, it was pretty liberating to know exactly what I owned and where stuff is. It's sometimes hard to fold clothes the way she does every time, but that does force me to be more mindful and just really do it so my cabinet won't get messy. Plus I can let go of books easily now and let other people experience them, as opposed to hoarding them. Overall, I love it.
1 year ago today I attempted to take my own life and ended up in the hospital for 10 days. After that I focused hard on my care plan. I did over 700 hours of therapy last year and have been steadily taking my meds for over a year. A year ago I was miserable, alone, and was in the processing of passing from this world. This morning I'm taking a work call from my car because my kids are having too much fun in the bath and my incredible wife can't keep them quiet. I married into kids a few months ago. The wife and kids weren't in the picture when I attempted suicide. It really does get better. But it's hard fucking work.
Realized that people don't remember all the stupid stuff I do, it's all in my head. No need to lose hours of sleep reminiscing about that thing I did 5 years ago.
Deleting Facebook. Did it years ago, should have done it years before that.
Honestly, shaving my head. As someone who started losing hair at age 20, had the old monk bald spot by 23, and horseshoe by 25, it took me until 29 to say fuck it, I'm shaving. I have a lot more confidence and have gotten compliments BC of it. Edit, thanks for the silver. This really blew up. I'll try to respond to any questions as I have time, thanks everyone. Edit 2, OMG thanks for the gold. Hair loss pays off again lol. Edit 3, holy cow thanks for the plats. I never knew so many people had the same issues. Cuteball Club is here guys.
Had my male breasts removed and took dance classes.
I stopped trying to get to the highest position at work and I now enjoy my job more than I ever thought I could. I had always assumed once I did really well, it was time to move up. I'm now more of a if it ain't broke, don't fix it, type of person. And it's awesome being really great at my job.
Getting added. I've been on hormonal birth control since I was a child to try to control this. I used to have to take a week of every month to just lie in bed with narcotic painkillers, and once had my iron level get so low that I ended up hospitalized. Now I haven't had a period in 3 years, and the difference is amazing. I can actually live. Totally regret all of those years of pointless suffering from age 9-23.
Psych meds. The day we found the right ones, it turned off the negative voices and flashbacks that plagued me my entire life. They rarely come back. I'd never felt more free. I probably will never be cured from BPD, but at least I can live something screaming at me constantly.
I stopped buying into negativity. Now I won't contribute, won't talk, and will otherwise walk away when coworkers start talking shit about other coworkers. My go-to response now is, have you actually said this and talked about this to X? Every single time it's no. Now I find myself saying things like, I understand your frustration, but do we need to assume they are being malicious? Guess what? People don't talk shit to me anymore. Because from what I've noticed, those people only want echo chambers. So no, I won't shit talk a person because you dislike them. It's made me less popular. But it's right.
Prescription sunglasses. Total game changer.
Quit being a picky eater. Ironically, it all started because my first job was Arby's. I was like, what the fuck is horseradish sauce? So I tried it, and within days, I was putting it on everything. Fast forward 14 years, and my favorite things I've tried that as a child, I wouldn't have, include, garlic, risotto, tiramisu, capers, Brussels sprouts, cashews, pork belly, walleye, and more. There's a whole world of food I hadn't been introduced to and therefore had no inclination to try. Work for an airline and fly for free. The world is mine.
This should go without saying, but getting sober. Everything is so much better. Everything. 20 years went by, I've finally started life. 3 years in June. Edit, shiny stuff. Thanks.
Buying a decent bed. You can get away with a shit bed in your teens and 20s, but start noticing a difference in your 30s. My back has never felt better. Also getting a dog, love their goofy faces and positive energy. Makes me smile every day.
Okay, I know it's nothing compared to changing important life habits like eating and smoking, but getting a menstrual cup was definitely one of my best choices out there. Not only does it prevent me from getting bleached cotton in one of the most absorbent places of the body, but I don't have to change it every hour or two. I can reuse it for 10 years and I only paid $30 for it. So not only is it better for my health, it's also way less expensive. Also, it's less garbage in the landfills. Edit. Here's a video for all of y'all who want to know some tricks as to how to insert it. https://2.b/vogdatabs. Also, this comment blew way out of proportions. Thanks for the silver and all of you amazing people keep on cupping.
Seeking help for mental illness.